So you're looking to move to a 55 and up community. This community might just have what you want, just being that they're marketing more towards a active lifestyle rather than some of the other 55 and up communities. So if you're not 55 and up, you might want to click off this video. But if you stay, at least you'll know the two type of builders, which is Holiday Home Builders and Miranda. So at least you'll have a good perspective on that. Now, I am going to tell you some things that I like, some things that I don't like, and the difference between a resale and a brand new build. So they are limited to their brand new builds, just being that they're on their last phase of building. So actually, I'm just going to throw up what happened right now.
You're locked out, dummy!
Okay, so we're still in Harmony Reserves, and as you could tell from the last shot, we were not actually able to get into either the Miranda or Holiday Builders, which could be because there are limited amount of homes left and they're kind of building out the last couple of homes. Don't rule this community out, just being you could purchase a resale house that is relatively new as well. So, don't rule it out completely, but just keep that in mind. It also brings up another point that if you're looking to move to the Treasure Coast, reach out in advance. I'll let my information roll on the screen. But if you're looking to move to the Treasure Coast and you're buying plane tickets, a hotel, rental cars, you're spending all that time, effort, and money to move to Florida, and then you get here and you're not able to get into model homes, that's going to be an issue, and you're going to have to come back and it's just going to be a whole headache, or you'll have to extend your trip. Just to avoid everything, reach out to me in advance so that we could get you squared away and you're not worried about running into issues like this. I know it could be a headache and kind of just an inconvenience, but that's what I'm here for, to make this transition as smooth as possible. Okay, so now we're here at the computer. I'm going to show you about the area. I'm going to teach you ways to save over $7,000 in purchasing a home, as well as we're going to go over the pros and cons of new builds and buying a pre-existing home that's already built in the community and a residence just reselling it, as well as we're going to go over activities, amenities. We'll go over homes that are actually on the market so you could kind of compare and contrast the two and give you real life data. Now, I did try to get into Holiday's website as well, so as you know, we haven't been having our luck in this video, but I'll give you all the information I possibly can. Just another reason to reach out. But let's just dive into it. We're going to go over the Miranda new homes, and then we'll go over what's active on the market, and then we'll go over a little bit about the area. So getting to it, you could see that this is starting at 410, and this is going to be the hibiscus model, which is going to be a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1-car garage, and your neighbor is going to be stacked on top of you. So I know some people don't like the villas model, which this is kind of like a duplex. So as you can see, I'm sharing my screen right behind me. You have your garage and your neighbors directly on the side of you. So that wall will be concrete block, so it's not going to just be drywall and frame. I know that might not make a difference in your eyes if you don't want to live that close to someone, but that's just worth knowing. Now, I know most people like the walkthrough tours that I normally do, where I'm actually inside the home. Leave a comment if you want to see that. I'll get in touch and try to get in there again. I went today, no luck, but I will try to do that if I see enough response from that. You do have a 1-car garage, so you could at least keep 1 car here if you are a snowbird. Now, you could park directly in front of it, so you are able to park 2 cars. So I couldn't get onto the Holidays website. It says there's an error, but I'll show you what's active on the market in a second. So if my computer would load a little faster.
It's loading!
So these are now starting to get into more of the single family home style. So as you can see, you have the Largo starting at 440, and then it goes all the way up to the Pompano, which starts at 554. So just to give you 2 sides of the spectrum, this is the Pompano, which is actually the model home that I couldn't get into. And you'll see right here, this portion is supposed to be the garage area. So just picture a garage there, and it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, and you can see the layout. So as soon as you walk in, you'll have your flex room / den to the right, and then you'll have your master or primary suite on the left, and then the other 2 bedroom and baths will be on the opposite end of the house. So you kind of have that split floor plan from the primary and the 2nd and 3rd bedroom. So I know you could just jump in and look at all of these different layouts yourself, and you'd rather see the model home, but just reach out to me. We'll get in contact, and we could actually go tour some active homes on the market, which will probably give you a better perspective of the actual community and what's going on. So please feel free to reach out to me in advance, especially if you're looking 10 to 12 months. I have a feeling that these homes are going to be gone. As you can see, there's already resale homes, so typically the case is someone moves into the area, either they move out for family or this is their second or third home, and it's just not worth the upkeep. So as you can see, there's already two that are under contract, which we'll just click those so you can kind of see popular floor plans, because there's a list of about 11. Common complaint I do hear when people are relocating into Vero Beach is that a lot of the homes look a little bit older. You'll see with this one that is not the case. It definitely looks a little bit more modern, has that open floor plan that a lot of people like and enjoy. So this is always another option. And just to be completely transparent, these are not my listings, so I'm not favoring any which way.
You want honesty?
As far as the homes go, I'm just showing you what's on the market. Now, this is a good time before we go into the area and jump over some of the amenities and activities to talk about the difference between purchase and resale house, because this could save you up to $7,000. So if you're going with a brand new construction, you are looking at paying a capital contribution of $7,000. Now, there are exceptions, and I believe both Miranda and Holiday, if you pay with cash or you go through one of their approved lenders, they'll cut that and they'll pay that $7,000. Now, if you don't want to go through their approved lender or pay cash, what are some other alternatives to not pay that capital contribution? If you purchase your home resale, then you will not have to pay that $7,000 capital contribution, which is nice, and you already get a brand new home.
I like the sound of that.
Now, if you purchase resale, so these are still going to be relatively brand new. For example, the one I have up here, and again, not my listing.
Here we get it.
This was built in 2021, and you don't have to pay that capital contribution. So you are going to have to pay an HOA fee of $273 quarterly. So rather than waiting for a house that's usually 10 to 12 months in advance, you could just come here, purchase this house, which it was listed at $465. Now we don't have the contract price because they cannot say that until the sale has ended. It's a single family home, separated from everything else. It has a partial lake view, so as you can see, this is going to be your main entrance, the entrance to your home, your kitchen, dining, which is all, again, that open floor plan concept with a center island. And as you can see from this photo, you have a view of the lake, and you do get that screen lanai, so that's just another plus. Now, if you're looking for a home with a pool, then this may not be the best option, especially at $465, when you could maybe purchase resale, not in an HOA. But again, if you're moving into this 55 and up community, you're looking for more of that active lifestyle that people are searching for. So let's jump on to the activities, and then we'll go over the area, which you won't want to miss. The on-site activities, as you can see, they have banquets, parties, social gatherings. They'll have shuffleboard, card games, arts and crafts. They'll have different type of fitness style classes, ranging from yoga all the way to water aerobics. So you kind of have a good range, as well as they have pickleball, bocce ball courts, different lawn games, and they have a person on site that's actually in charge of scheduling. Now, as far as the off-site activities, they're just talking everything not in Harmony Reserve, so we could kind of jump to the map, which will give you a good idea of the area and what there is to do. Of course, this is Vero Beach, Florida, so there's plenty of different golf courses, ranging from private to public golf courses. So if you want different memberships, you just have to explore those options. If you're not so much an avid golfer, they do have pickleball there, but if you go into the downtown area, you'll see that there's another pickleball court there. So if you want to join different clubs and groups, there's plenty of options to explore as far as that goes. And that's probably a 10-minute drive, if that. So another question I get asked about the community is, how is the area? I know that's a common question. While I can't answer that to just avoid all steering in any which way direction, I'm legally not allowed to say. If it does make you feel better, I live relatively close. I live like 7 minutes away from that location. And you have the Indian River County Mall, you have Vista Plantation and Golf Clubs, your Home Improvement, Home Depot, Bells. This is going to be your Target and shopping area. So this is, as you can see, not even a 5-minute drive all down here. So this is going to be where most likely you're going to shop. You'll have your Publix, your Walmart, your Sam's Club, as well as your Marshalls, Home Goods, Petco, your gas stations all along here. So that's a 5-minute drive, which honestly isn't bad. I will say if you're a Sam's Club member, that gas line does get crazy long on certain days, so just kind of keep that in mind. I know that's kind of a minuscule thing when you're moving, but you probably won't have to use too much gas since you live so close to everything. Now, you have the Vero Beach Regional Airport, which, if you're flying to Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Hampshire, those areas, they're also expanding. You can jump on Breeze Airlines and fly up there for an affordable price. Now, you are going to pay for your luggage and all that other stuff. That's how the tickets become so cheap, but just know that everything's relatively a close drive in the grand scheme of things. As you can see, you have your Port St. Lucie, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, which this is going to be a 3-hour drive on 95. You could head up to Daytona. You have St. Augustine. So these are all relatively close using 95. Now, you want to go to the beach, you take 60, and you have 2 access points to actually cross either the Merrill P. Barber Bridge or the 17th Street Bridge. And you could be at South Beach, you could go to Rio Mar Beach, you could go to JC Park, which has volleyball, playgrounds, a little bit more family oriented. So that's going to be your beach areas. Now you could drive all the way down to Wabasso or hit the Sebastian Inlet. There's plenty of beaches, which Vero Beach was actually ranked number 9 for most family-friendly beaches. So if you have family that's visiting, that's another perk of living here. So as you can see, you have Harmony Reserve right here. And if anyone talks about Miracle Mile, it's going to be this section right here, which is 11 minutes away. It's going to have your Fresh Market, your Publix, TJ Maxx, Ulta, Crumble Cookies, just another kind of shopping complex that you could check out. If you go over here, they have different restaurants. Chive, this ice cream place, which is actually pretty good. My wife likes that a lot. And then if you want to go into downtown Vero, Harmony Reserves right here. Downtown is going to be 14th Street, so it is right here. So as you can see, you'll have a bunch of different restaurants down here where you can eat. You can see Post and Vine, Kilte Mermaid. The sushi place is really good. You have Blue Agave, you'll have Edgewood Eatery, and this is the Vero Beach Pickleball is going to be. Pocahontas Park, which is more of a park, so if you have your grandkids visiting, you could definitely go there and check that out. There's also another park right here, Troy Moody Park, which I personally think is a little bit nicer. That's where I take the little one, and it has plenty of open area, and this is going to be referred to as McCanch Park. So if you're not familiar with the area, this is like the McCanch Park area. And if you're looking to go into Sebastian, you want to eat along the river, you could either jump on 95, which wouldn't really make the most sense, or you could head down, take Route 1, and go all the way, and you'll have your Captain Hiram, Squid Lips, Tiki Bar, Crab Stop, all of these places along the river where you could eat and just enjoy the ambiance. So if you want to be close to Sebastian, this is another alternative. There are 55 and up communities along the water. They're a little bit more condo style, so if you're looking to avoid a condo, that's probably not going to be the best option. Now you'll have a mix of different golf clubs if you are a golfer. So you could see you have, just in this section alone, you have Red Sticks Golf Club, Sand Ridge, Bent Pine. If you go on the water, you can pay for some private golf courses. Now that's heading north. You could go south and go into Fort Pierce area, and there's different seafood places you could go to. You have the Navy SEAL Museum. You have the McKee Botanical Garden, which hosts different shows as far as when the holidays come. So they'll have different light shows, as well as it's just a great experience just to go there in general, kind of get a feel for the area. It's definitely a nice stop if you want to take the grandkids, to the botanical gardens, and especially if they're visiting during the holidays, you can go to the light shows and just enjoy that at the botanical gardens. Fort Pierce just kind of depends where you want to go. You could go to the island section, you could go to the Jetty Park, and there's different marinas if you want boat storage out there, as well as Vero Beach has plenty of boat storage facilities over there. So if you're a boater, that's also another option. Okay, so that's going to be it for Harmony Reserves. I know it wasn't our typical video that we normally do where I could show you and walk you through everything, but if you want to see that, comment it down below and I'll try to get that scheduled. I don't know if it was the lack of inventory that's coming up and they wanted to just schedule appointment times, or it was the potential flood warning that happened last night, which, that's something completely different. You don't have to deal with that when you're up north. You're dealing with the cold and the snow, all that stuff. Here you're dealing with potential flood warnings, but it's still 70 degrees, so weigh your options. If you want to see any of that, comment below. But if you have any questions or you're looking to move to Vero Beach, my information's on the screen. Please feel free to reach out days, nights, weekends. Me and my team would love to help get you here and make your transition as smooth as possible. So if you have any questions, reach out, but I will see you guys in the next video.